On this day in 330, Constantine I dedicated Byzantium, Constantinople, which is now Istanbul, as the new capital of Eastern Roman Empire, an act that later helped transform into a leading city of the world. 1811 brought us conjoined twins Cheng and Eng, who gained worldwide fame in the 19th century, were born in Mekong, Sam, which is now Thailand. Now, 35 years later, in 1846, U.S. President James K. Polk asked Congress to declare war on Mexico. Moving on to 1885, American jazz concertist King Oliver was born in Bend, Louisiana. 3 years later, in 1888, American composer Irving Berlin, who played a leading role in the evolution of the popular song from the early ragtime and jazz eras through the golden age of musicals, was born in Russia. Our next stop will be 1894, when Russian railroad workers for the Pullman Palace Car Company went on strike, and the protests continued for several months until the federal government intervened. On this day in 1910, Glacier National Park was established in the Rocky Mountain wilderness of northwestern Montana. 8 years later, in 1918, American theoretical physicist Richard Feynman was born in New York City. Now, in 1943, during World War II, U.S. troops invaded Attu, one of the Aleutian Islands, captured by the Japanese in 1942. In 1951 is when the U.S. State Department advised Senate Banking and Currency Committee that U.S. exports to the USSR consisted of only of a few nonchalant materials. The following year, in 1952, the UN Economic and Social Council reported that world industrial production in 1951 had reached the highest level in history. In 1960, some 14 years after escaping from a prison camp, former Nazi official Adolf Eichmann was captured by Israeli intelligence agents near Benghazi, Erez. He was later taken to Israel, where he was tried, convicted, and executed. 1981 is when Jamaican reggae star Bob Marley passed away of cancer at the age of 36. The following year, in 1982, South Korean government announced the arrest of Lee Chol-hai and his wife, Chang Young-yae, for alleged fraudulent transactions on Seoul's unregulated curb over-the-counter market, uncovering a huge loan swindle. We move on to 1997, when the IBM's chess playing computer Deep Blue defeated Garry Kasparov in the last game of a six-game match to claim a 3.5 to 2.5 victory. A win, it won 2 games and had 3 draws. It marked the first time a current world champion had lost a match to a computer under tournament conditions. 2009 brought us the Space Shuttle Atlas taking off on the final mission to make reports to the Hubble Space Telescope. And finally, we make a stop in 2010 when Scottish-born British politician Gordon Brown officially resigned as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, ending his 13-year Labour Party rule. And I will see you guys in the next one.